जस्ट पंजाबी ते तुहाडा स्वागत है। मैं हाँ तुहाडी होस्ट गुरमीत सोडी जीएस विद जीएस नाल। पिछले हफ्ते असीं तुहानूं कवरेज दित्ती सी कैंप चढ़दी कला दे बारे च। इस कैंप ते बच्चिआं नूं सिੱਖੀ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਸਿਖਾਇਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ, ਗੁਰਮਤ ਦੀ ਕਲਾਸਿਸ ਦਿੱਤੀਆਂ ਜਾਂਦੀਆਂ ਹਨ, ਨਾਲੇ ਹੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਫਰੈਂਡਸ਼ਿਪ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਰਕਲ ਆਪਣੇ ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਇਟਸ ਬਿਊਟੀਫੁਲ ਦ ਵੇ ਇਟਸ ਐਨਰਿਚਡ ਦੇ ਗੈਟ ਅ ਲਿਟਲ ਬਿਟ ਆਫ ਐਵਰੀਥਿੰਗ ਓਵਰ ਹੀਅਰ ਐਂਡ ਇਟਸ ਅ ਲੋਟ ਆਫ ਫਨ ਆਈਵ ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਐਂਸਡ ਇਟ ਮਾਈਸੈਲਫ ਵੈਲ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਹਫਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਕਿ ਕੈਂਪ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋਇਆ। ਉਜਾਗਰ ਅੰਕਲ ਨਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ ਕੈਂਪ ਕਦੋਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀ 34 ਇਅਰਸ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ, ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀ ਔਰ ਅੱਜ ਕਿੱਥੇ। ਇਸ ਕੈਂਪ ਤੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਖੇਡਣ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ-ਨਾਲ ਫਰੈਂਡਸ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ-ਨਾਲ ਬਾਣੀਆਂ ਵੀ ਸਿਖਾਈਆਂ ਜਾਂਦੀਆਂ ਹਨ which is the core of this camp, the intensive training, the foundation of Gurbani and the Gurmat classes.
Chab, safar, farish, marg, garam, sard, makhan, sard, barf, harkh, sakhat, kapat, kasam,
Understanding the core concept of Punjabi, the pronunciation and the meaning of it is very important in this camp. Ithe intensive training te kafi zor ditta janda hai. At the beginning of the week, jadon bachche aande ne ithe, they are all given choices कि उन्होंने केड़ी बानी सीखनी है, केड़ी बानी दी intensive training लेनी है। जदों choose कर लेंदे ने हफ्ते दे शुरुआत विच, पूरा हफ्ता उन्होंने ओयो classes अंदर फिर training दित्ती जांदी है। Among many other classes that are offered here, जेड़ी intensive training दी classes हैगियां, those are offered for all the Nitnem banis, आसा की वार, सुखमनी साहब, अरदास, जिस तरह तुसी देख रहे हो बच्चियां नू pronunciation दे नाल-नाल इन्हां दी meanings भी दसियां जांदियां ताकि उन्हां नू पता चले what are they learning and what is the understanding of Gurbani. Camp दे अगले हिस्से नाल मिलावांगे who's introduced something different to our camp a couple of years ago. Inada actually camp naal, they've been here for over a decade now. It seems like a lifetime to some of us, but imagine the commitment jediye de rahe ne camp nu. Him and his wife both, who we're also going to talk to in a little while, have been coming to this camp, and now with their beautiful daughter as well and their kids here, what it is that they're providing and enriching with to our kids, ek kedi cheezaं sade bachchian nu sikha rahe ne and how it's evolving every day. So sat sri akal Gursev Singhji.
Waheguru ji ka khalsa, Waheguru ji ki fateh.
I've heard a lot about you and what you've brought to this camp. One of the biggest things that I hear that you've brought to this camp is Amrit Sanchar. So tell me a little about this and tell me how you came about with this, how you got connected with the camp and what your experience has been like.
Well, it was 12 years ago. Uncle Ji Ujagar Singh's son Pravdeep Singh, he called me up and said, Gursev Singh, we'd love for you to come down to camp and help us out and maybe teach the kids some stuff. And back then I hadn't gone out of the Toronto area where I come from Canada, and taught. So I said, well, we'll come. And he says, well, we might not meet up with the expectations that Canadian Gursikhs have. So I said, well, if we can come and maybe make change for even a few of the younger Gursikhs, that would be our seva. And we've come here, and the first thing I noticed was the great spirit that we saw at Nishant Sahib Seva in the morning, for instance. And you have a video of that, so you know what spirit the kids carry, and that is a dain or a gift of Ujagar Singh Uncle Ji, his wife, and their whole family. And so we really appreciated that, and we came here with my upbringing has been very spiritual. My whole love for Gursikhi has been direct connection with Guru Sahib Ji, and my love for Guru Sahib Ji and our love for Naam and Bani. So our biggest thing we gave was we just lived our life. We didn't come and preach too much. We came and just lived our life at camp, and the kids saw us, and that changed them. For them, it was seeing a few Gursikhs come and live that life, doing Asla Diwar in the morning, doing Nitnem with them, just showing the spirit of Khalsa. And the kids fell in love with that. Many of the kids, the first year we came, they wanted to tie the stars from me or from my wife, and they wanted to live Gursikhi life. We taught Gatka back then, and we had a lot of fun. So we kept coming back each year, and we've had a lot of love from the Gursikh families here, and they've always pulled us back to come to the camp.
Well, you know, I've been watching you, मैं तानु देख रही सी, and I think मैं सवेरे comment भी दिता सी तानु कि you're very multi-talented. I've seen you do a little bit of everything all around the camp. So I can't say that you're only doing one thing here. I've seen you do Gatka, I've seen you do Asadiwar, I've seen you do the Nishan Sahib, you participate in that. And you also do the intensive training classes, I believe, right? And the other discussions and courses. So you're involved in a lot of different things. Except for the kitchen, I think we've got you covered all over the place. But, you know, I find that amazing that you have this, it's really gifted. Because sometimes we have just one thing we can do, but you've got a little bit of everything going on. How do you feel about that?
Well, I am a teacher back in Canada. I teach in a high school, grade 9 to 12, and some of our principals say that we need teachers who are multi-talented, who can teach many courses, who can take care of the kids in many ways. And I think that's the thing we bring to camp as well, is that we can, I just grew up in this environment of Gursikhi, so I feel very comfortable plugging myself in different places. Now, I do believe we have a very diverse staff here, which means that they bring in multi-talents as well, in addition to us. For example, you may have seen the camp cheers at the lunchtime and breakfast time. And those things come from the multi-talented groups here. But sure, I think all of our counselors in many ways are multi-talented. So while we teach Gatka, I can teach Kirtan, I can teach Tabla, I can do Katha or whatever. That's the idea. It's a holistic life format, and I think that's what's changed a lot of kids to see that, oh, we can do a lot of this stuff, and we don't have to necessarily be one-sided. We have a lot of fun with the kids. We'll watch movies with them, we'll joke with them, so they see a role model that we can live a Gursikhi life. You can be an Amritari Gursik, live the way Guru Nanak Dev Ji and Guru Gurmeet Singhji and the Gurus taught us to live, and still have a fun family life.
Well, ਹੁਣ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੈਂਪ ਦੇ ਇੱਕ